Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to PTSP online classes. And last class we discussed about the binomial distribution. And in this class, I am going to solve some of the problems which are already asked in the previous exams. So before going to solve some university problems, and I am going to revise the things about the binomial distribution. Binomial distribution is a one which is used to calculate the probability of x number of successes and n minus x number of failures in n trials. I am going with the same statement. Binomial distribution is used to find the probability of x successes and n minus x failures in n trials. That means what? We are having an experiment. We are having an experiment. We are performing that experiment in n times. N trials we are performing that. In that we are getting the successful outcome is x times, whereas n minus x will be the number of failures, that is n minus x. So that probability of x successes and n minus x failures in n trials will be given by the binomial distribution. So binomial distribution of x is nothing but successes, n is nothing but a number of trials, p is nothing but a probability of that success. Probability of that success is denoted with px. Here we are having what? X success, right? P is nothing but probability of those success, that is p is nothing but it is p of x. Binomial distribution of x comma n comma p is equals to, the last class I have explained the standard formula for the binomial distribution, that is ncx into p to the power of x into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. N is nothing but the total number of trials, x is nothing but number of successes, and p is nothing but probability of getting that success. Probability of getting that x is nothing but success. 1 minus p is nothing but it is number of failures actually. 1 minus p is nothing but it is probability of getting the failure, probability of getting the failure. And 1 minus p can be replaced by the q also. Q is equals to 1 minus p. The probability of all the events, probability of sum of all the events will be equals to 1 only. If the failure is, the probability of failure is q, the probability of success is p, then p plus q is equals to 1. Probability of successes plus probability of failures is obviously equals to 1. The probability should not be more than 1 and it should not be negative. First axiom of the probability theory. Here the binomial distribution of x comma n comma p is equals to ncx, n is number of trials, x is successes, probability of getting the success is p and to the power of x, 1 minus p is nothing but it is a probability of getting the failures, and this is 1 minus p to the power of n minus x, where ncx is nothing but n factorial by x factorial into n minus x factorial. And we know that the p is nothing but it is a probability of getting the success, p, and q is nothing but probability of getting the failure there, so that p plus q is equals to 1, where q is equals to, we can write 1 minus p, so that here I can replace this is 1 minus p is nothing but it is q only, so that I can write this equation, binomial distribution of x n p is equals to ncx, I can write into p to the power of x into q to the power of n minus x I can write. What we have replaced? 1 minus P is equals to, we have replaced that is Q. And the probability of, sum of probability of success and the probability of failures obviously is equals to 1 only. That is nothing but it is a sample space. Getting all the possible things, maybe false, maybe the failure or the success in an experiment, that is sample space, that is equals to 1 only. Probability of S is equals to 1 only. We have discussed the second axiom in the probability theory. Now based on this particular theory, we are going to solve some of the problems. First problem, I am reading the first problem. I'll have to go through the problem. First I am reading that one. Two dice thrown 5 times. We have the 2 dice that thrown in 5 times. If getting a doublet is a success, that means X they are defining. Success is nothing but X. When we can call it is a success? Doublet, if it get the doublet means what? 2 dice are thrown so that one die is surface is having the 1, another die is also having the surface phase is 1. 1, 1, so that it is called doublet. Then 2, 2, doublet. 3, 3, doublet. 4, 4, doublet. Likewise, getting the doublet is the success, that means it is defining the X. And if getting a doublet is a success, find the probability of getting the success at least once. That means what? We have to get the doublet, that is X, doublet, that is X. That has to be at least once. We have thrown 5 times. And getting this doublet at least once in these 5 throws, and that will be, we have to calculate. I am going through the question again. 2 dice are thrown 5 times. If getting a doublet is a success, find the probability that getting the success at least once. Then go with the formula. Binomial distribution, we know the formula. Binomial distribution of X, N and P is given by NCX into probability of getting the success to the power X, probability of getting the failure, that is about 1 minus P to the power of N minus X. Here we should identify all the things. Here the 2 dice are thrown. So I am going to solve that particular problem, whatever just now I have explained the question, and that question we are going to solve now. That is, what is the standard formula for the binomial distribution? Binomial distribution of X, comma N, comma P is equals to, we know that it is NCX into P to the power of X into 1 minus P to the power of N minus X. This is the thing. If you know all the values of N, X, P, then you can simply calculate this one. Here the 2 dice are thrown. That means what? 2 dice thrown 5 times, so that N is equals to 5. We are doing the same experiment in 5 times. So that getting the doublet is the success. We can get the doublet is like this: 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. And this called as doublet. And whenever if we get the doublet, then the question is saying that it is a success. So that how many success can possible? That is 6. 6 success can be possible. Out of how many samples we have? The 32, 36. That means what? Here 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Likewise, we can have the 36 combinations of these 2 dice. So that the probability of getting the success, that means what? These are probability of getting these 6 out of 36 will be given as P is equals to probability of successful event. P is equals to number of favorable cases by the exhaustive cases. Favorable cases are 6. Exhaustive cases will be 36. It will be 1 by 6. P is equals to 1 by 6. Then we got this one. N is equals to 5. Now we got the P. Then we can calculate the 1 minus P is equals to 1 minus 1 by 6 is equals to, it is 5 by 6. All we got N, we got P, we got 1 by p, we require to have x now. If you know the x, then obviously you can simplify this one. Then what is the x now? We should go through the question again. 2 dice are thrown 5 times. If getting a doublet is a success, find the probability that getting the success at least one. At least one. That means what? X must be at least 1. X must be at least 1 means it requires to be greater than or is equals to 1. X must be at least 1. That means what? It requires to be greater than or is equals to 1, such that we can calculate the probability distribution function by using the binomial distribution. Binomial distribution of the x is given by the probability of x successes and n minus x failures in n trials is given by the formula b of x n p is equals to nc x into p to the power of x into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. Now we have to go with the, by knowing the value of x, we can go with the equation, that is probability of x greater than or is equals to 0 is equals to 1 minus probability of x is equals to 0, such that we can have the probability of x is equals to 0 here, and here the probability of x is greater than 1 means up to 6 it can have. That means what? This is describing us that probability of 6 plus probability of 5, then probability of 4 plus probability of 3 plus probability of 2 and the probability of 1, and this is probability of 1 minus probability of 0, so that by making use of this one you can solve the problem. That is, here we can have 1 minus p, probability of x is equals to 0, so that in this equation substitute x is equals to 0, that is n is 5, c into 0 and p is nothing but it is 1 by 6 and to the power of 0, and this is 5 by 6 to the power 5 minus 0, that is 5 only. So that you can have this one is 1 and this one is 1, and so that you can have 1 minus 5 by 6 to the power of 5, so that you can get the answer is, 4651 by 7776 you can get. You can get the answer for this one is 4651 7 by 7776 you can get the answer. This is the thing you can get. Here I am going with the same question again. If 2 dice are thrown 5 times, that means n is equals to 5. Getting the doublet is a success. How many doublets we can get? 6 doublets we can get out of 36. So that probability of getting the success, that is p is equals to 6 by 36, that is 1 by 6. If you know the p, then you can calculate the q, that is 1 minus p, that is 1 minus 1 by 6 is equals to 5 by 6. So that we know the p and x. Now we require to have what? Now we require to have, that is probability of getting the success at least 1, that means what? X value at least 1, that means x has to be greater than or equals to 1, greater than or is equals to 1. So that probability of getting x is greater than or is equals to 1 means probability of getting the 1 minus probability of x is equals to 0. Here onwards this is nothing but it is a sum of probability up to 6. And here this is probability x is equals to 0. So that total probability is equals to 1, and so that whatever the up to x is equals to 1, this is a probability we are taking this side, and 1 minus probability of x is equals to 0 we are taking that side, so that x value is 0, such that you can calculate the simple answer, the probability of getting success at least once. This is the solution for this one, and we are going to solve some more problems. With that problems, all the things will be clear. Then I am going to solve the one more problem. One more problem. I am going to read the problem. In a family of 5 children, there is a family in which 5 children are there. Find the probability that there are 2 boys. That means what? A family is there, and which is the total number of children are 5, and in which we have to calculate probability, that we have to find the probability that there are 2 boys, having the 2 boys, and next one, out of the 5 children, probability of having the 2 boys, at least one boy, that means what? X is greater than or is equals to 0. Here specifically they mentioned that 2 boys, but here they mentioned that at least one boy means x is equals to, that is greater than or is equals to 1. And next one is what? All are boys. Out of 5 children, all are boys only. That is what? All are boys. That means x is equals to 5 now. All are boys. Next one is D is equals to, next question is about no boys are there, no boys, none of the children is a boy, and we have to calculate. In a family of 5 children, find the probability that there are 2 boys, first question, at least one boy, and all are boys and no boy is there out of the 5 children. So that we are going with what? We are going with the standard formula, binomial distribution of x comma n comma p is equals to, that is ncx into p to the power of x into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x, where n is what? N is nothing but it is the number of trials, that means the number of total number of children. X is nothing but these according to the question, x value is going to change. P is nothing but probability of getting that successful event. 1 minus P is nothing but probability of getting that failures. N minus X is nothing but and number of failures of that probability. Then I am going to solve the first question, and before going to solve, we are going to have the probability of getting a boy. That means what? There are 2 genders only. Here 5 children are there, and all the 5 children are belonging to 2 genders, that is male or boy or a girl. So that getting a boy, these questions are all belonging to boys only. Getting a boy is about probability of getting a boy is about 1 by 2. That means what? Two genders, that is boy and girl, in which one possibility of having the boy is about 1 by 2, and probability of having the girl is also 1 by 2. Then here the P is nothing but probability of getting a boy. Is equals to 1 by 2. Now we got the formula P, we got the value for P, that is 1 by 2. We have the n is equals to 5. We should know that is x only. X depends on these 2. So that here first question, we are going with the first question. X is equals to 2. That means what? X, that means what? 2 boys out of the 5 children, the 2 boys are there. Then what is the probability of getting the 2 boys? Then the formula is we can write probability of x is equals to 2. We are going with probability of x is equals to 2. N is 5 and it is C and it is 2, and probability of getting a boy is 1 by 2 to the power of x is nothing but what? X is 2, and 1 minus P, this is 1 minus 1 by 2 is again 1 by 2 to the power of n is 5. 5 minus 2 will be 3. If you simplify this one, answer for this one is about 5 by 16. You can get the answer 5 by 16. You can get the answer 5C2. You can go with this formula, that is n factorial by x factorial into n minus x factorial, which is nothing but ncx, where n is 5, x is 2, and by simplifying this one by using this formula, you can get the answer is 5 by 16. 5 by 16. Next one is about probability of getting at least one boy. That means what? X is greater than or is equals to 1. At least one. Probability of getting at least one boy. At least one boy means that may be 1 boy, 2 boy, 3 boy, 4 boys, all 5 boys, and so that probability of getting probability of getting 1 boy is represented as probability of x is greater than or is equals to 1 is equals to, just now we did this one, probability of x greater than or is equals to 1 is equals to 1 minus probability of x is equals to 0. Probability of x is equals to 0, so that you can go with the formula, that is 1 minus, this is what, this is nc x into p to the power of x into 1 minus p into n minus x, that is 1 minus n is 5 c, and x is equals to what here, x is equals to 0 into p is equals to 1 by 2, that is x is equals to 0, and it is 1 by 2, again this is 1 by 2, and n is 5 minus 0, this is 5, that means 1 minus, and this is 1 only, 1 by 2 to the power of 5, that is 1 by 32. You can get the answer is about, this one is about 31 by 32. That means what? The possibility of getting the at least one boy out of the 5 children, possibility of getting the at least one boy out of the 5 children, and that is about 31 by 32. In similar this way, you can calculate all the boys. All the boys means what? You have to go with x is equals to 5. X is equals to 5 means, and that is n is equals to 5. 5c 5 into 1 by 2 to the power 5, and this is 1 by 2 into 5 minus 5, that is 0, and by substituting that one you can directly get the answer. And so that I am going to solve that one also. Then I am going with the standard formula. What is the standard formula? Binomial distribution of x comma n comma p is equals to, that is ncx into p to the power of n in p to the power of x into 1 minus p into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. Then I am going with the third case, that is all are boys. How many children are there? 5 children are there. All the 5 children are boys, so that x is equals to, we must assume that 5. So that probability of x is equals to x is equals to 5 is equals to n is equals to 5 boys, total boys, and all the total children are boys only, so that x is also 5, and probability of getting a boy is 1 by 2 to the power of 5 into 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. This says 5 minus 5 is equals to 0, and this will be 1, and this is 5c5 is equals to 5c5 is equals to, again we can get the 1 only, so that it is 1 and it is 1, so that 1 by 2 to the power of 5 is equals to, you can get 1 by 32. And the next one is about, next case, it is none of the children is a boy, so that x is equals to 0, you should assume that x is equals to 0, you should assume that x is equals to 0 is what? Now we are going with the same formula. The probability of getting the none of the children is boy, that is probability of x is equals to 0, that is ncx into p to the power of x into 1 minus p into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. N is 5, x is 0, and so that this is 1. And 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. This is 5 minus, this is 5 minus 0 to the, that is only, and here x is 0, so that this is 1, this is 1, and it remains again, the value is about 1 by 32 only, such that we have to solve the problems based on the binomial distribution. With the discussion of one more problem, this binomial distribution, I am going to close the session, so that I am going to have the one more problem based on the binomial distribution. By using the binomial distribution, we are going to have the one more problem. A box contains 9 cards. Next question I am going. A box contains 9 cards numbered from 1 to 9. That means what? We are having a box in which we are having the 9 cards. We are having the 9 cards, and all are numbered 1 to 9. And if 4 cards are drawn with the replacement, that means what? From that 9 cards, 4 are drawn, and some more other cards are replaced in the place of those drawn cards. Then what is the probability that none is 1? What is the probability that none is 1? None is 1 means x is equals to what? X is equals to 0. None is 1. None is 1 means x is equals to 0. The probability of getting 1 now. Probability of getting the 1 is none. That means what? Probability. What is the probability that none is 1 and x is equals to 0? Then the probability of success is nothing but 9 cards are there. We are taking 1, and so that 1 by 9 only. so that p is equals to 1 by 9, then the q is equals to 1 by p is equals to 8 by 9, and x is equals to how many? X is equals to 9, and where x is equals to 0, n is equals to 9, n is equals to 4 cards only we have drawn, right? So that we are going to have this problem. A box containing 9 cards. 9 cards are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In which 4 cards are drawn. Any 4 are drawn, and which are replaced by the other cards. We don't know that other cards are. So that n, how many cards we drawn? 4 cards. So that n is equals to 4. N is equals to 4. And question is that what is the probability that none is 1? None is 1. That means what? X is equals to 0. None is 1. That means what? No one is 1 here, and none is 1 means here x is equals to 0. So that we have to go with the formula, that is b of x comma n comma p is equals to, that is ncx into the power p to the power of x into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. And here n is equals to 4, x is equals to 0, and we require to get a probability of getting the success. That means what? Getting the 1. If you remove the 4 cards from that, so that how many cards are there? 9 cards, and getting the 1 is only one time we can have, so that it is p is equals to, we can have only one time. If you pick the card, if you pick the 4 times, if you pick the card 4 times, even getting the 1, that is 1 by 9. Total number of cards are 9, and getting the 1 is only one time, so that the probability of getting the 1 is about 1 by 3, and p is 1 by 3 means q 1 by p is, that is nothing, 1 minus p is nothing but 8 minus 8 by 9, and so that you can substitute the values. That is a binomial distribution of x comma n comma p is equals to, n is equals to 4 into 4c0, this is 1 only, p to the power of x, p is equals to, that is 1 by 9 to the power of x is nothing but 0, and it is also 1, and 1 minus p is nothing but 8 by 9, and to the power of n is 4 minus x is nothing but 0, and so that 8 to the power of 4 by the 9 to the power of 4 is equals to answer. You can get that by simplifying that one. So this is one more problem by making use of the binomial distribution, and we can solve the one more binomial distribution problem. With this session will be closed, and that binomial distribution problem we are going to solve now. Then 20% items produced from a factory are defective. Then I am going with the one more question. A factory is there, and which is producing 20% of defective goods it has been producing. 20% means 20 by 100, 1 by 5.2, 1 by 5, and it is 0.2, or you can remain that is same. 20% of items produced from a factory are defective. Find the probability in a sample 5 chosen at random. That means what? Here find the probability if 5 sample chosen randomly, that means what? N is equals to 5. And what are the questions now? Find the probability of first one. Find the probability of none is defective. None is defective means x is equals to 0. Out of 5 goods, out of 5 times we chosen, and x is equals to 0. 1 is defective. Second question, 1 is defective. 1 is defective means out of 5 times 1 is defective, we are getting x is equals to 1. Next question is that probability, that is probability of 1 less than x less than 4. That is what? They defined the x value probability 1 less than x less than 4. That means what? X value may be 2 and 3. That means what? We have to calculate probability of 2 plus probability of 3. That means what? Here x is equals to 2, here x is equals to 3. So we know the standard formula for the binomial distribution. Binomial distribution of x n p is equals to ncx into p to the power of x into 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. So that here n is equals to what? N is equals to 5, and the n is equals to 5 we got, and the probability that item is defective is about 1 by 5. We know that it is 1 by 5, and so that you can have the formula x is equals to 0. That is probability of x is equals to 0 is equals to ncx. N is 5, cx is equals to 0. That is p is equals to 1 by 5 into, and x is equals to 0. 1 by 5, 1 minus 1 by 5 is nothing but it is 4 by 5 to the power, that is to the power is 5 minus 0, that is about 5. If you simplify this one, you can get the answer. Next one is 1 is defective. 1 is defective means x is equals to 1. And next one is a probability of 1 less than x less than 4. That means what? It is a probability of 2 plus probability of 3. And by substituting the various values for x, you can easily solve this problem. And with this, binomial distribution is successfully completed. And tomorrow we are going to start the another part of the second unit. Thank you, students.